Hi everyone, it has been a long time since I've made a video and I'm having so much fun making these that I thought I would share how I did it. These are magnets, or you can use them as pens. I want to show you how I use recycled materials to make the background, and they are so much fun. So as you can see, these are cereal boxes, and then I put stickers on the top just out of, I love collecting stickers, but a lot of times I don't know. Once I collect a book like this, there's so many cool ones, and I don't know what I'm going to do with them all. So I got really inspired to actually make these recently, and I am having so much fun, and I think you will too. So you can see I just put some stickers on here, a couple of stickers, and a double cardboard from a cereal box. So I'm going to show you how to do it. Then I use puff paint. You can see the puff paint around the outside. I love puff paint because it's glossy and it's just fun to use. So these all have puff paint on them. And this one I haven't added anything because I just kind of like it the way it is. And then you can cut up old magnets and stick them on the back. This one, you can use them as pens. You could put a pen on the back and wear them as pens. But this one I just used a marker, went around the sticker, and then cut it out. This one has a few different stickers on it. I just think they're so much fun. This one's one of my favorites. It has a frame sticker, and then, so these are just examples. So I'm going to show you how I did it. So I'm going to move these out of the way. This one isn't finished yet, but I wanted to show you. I'm really having fun putting beads, and I have ADD, so I'm very impatient. I have all these wonderful beads, and it's more fun to actually glue them on. So I actually just put puff paint on here, and then, attached this and poured the beads all around. And I think it looks pretty fantastic. I'm going to probably add some paint on the outside of this, but I love this one. Okay, so these are some of my favorites. This one, just puff paint around the outside and cut, in the shape of the sticker. So I'm going to show you how. Oh, here's another one. I really love this one. It has a couple of stickers and then the puff paint. So I'm going to show you how I did it with this one. As you can see, it's not finished, so I'm going to cut it out. But first, I'll show you what I mean by using a cereal box. So what I do is I take the cereal box and cut the bottom and the top off after, smashing it down. So you've just got the cereal box, like this. And you can turn it inside out, cut the edge. But for some reason, I just really like the colors and stuff showing up behind it. So what I'll do then is I will cut it open. If you have ADD, you know what I mean by doing projects that you can complete quickly, because some of the longer projects, you just kind of lose interest after a while, or it's just, you have to do multiple projects. So this is so I just cut it open, and this is some of my favorite glue right now. It's the Aleene's Turbo Tacky Glue, and so I'm going to just put glue all along here. All the way around the edges, and then in the middle, of course. I love glue. I'm always trying out new glues because it's so much fun to play with glue. Okay. Now, actually, I probably could have just put that on one side. I probably put too much glue. Anyway, then you're going to fold it and then smooth it out. And set a hard book on top, or a big book on top, and flatten it out. Make sure that it stays glued, but for the purposes of this, I'm just going to show you how I actually make the circles. Or, I'm really into circles, so, or you can just stick the stickers on. Like, let's just pick one. Let's say I like this one. So I'm going to pick a spot that I kind of like. Yeah, that works. And then once this is glued, I'm going to, so you can just, it kind of blends in right now, but then once this is dry, I will cut it out, just around the shape. So you can see, like this one, I cut it out around the shape, and you can see the double-sided box. And of course, if you don't like the color, you can just use the inside of the box. And then that way you don't have this on the back. And then the other thing is I really like circles. So I do a lot of circles, and these are just the base. I haven't started adding stuff yet, except that I put pieces of fabric around the circle. And I just used, I have this glue stick. I just used a glue stick to put the fabric on and squish it around the back. And then I'll put another piece, or like a piece of foam, around the back. Just glue that on the back, or another piece of cardboard. So you can see. So I'll be adding things onto those, like I'll have these little figurines and things that I've collected. So I'll be adding things like that. Like this one isn't finished, but you get the idea. This is a figurine with feathers and some fabric, and then I'll probably put some paint in here, and I'm just playing around. It's so much fun. All right. So let's just show you, I'm going to show you how I do the circles. I bought these a long time ago because I just thought they were so pretty. They're cookie cutters, and I like using the middle one. This one is my favorite. You can see I have ink around the base. So then I'll just go around and take my marker, which fell on the floor. Okay. Take my marker, and I just get it up as close as I can to the edge, and I'll trace around it. You can use a compass if you like compasses better. I like using these. I also have these lids. I really love lids. You can't recycle a lot of them, so I like using lids for various things. So I like these sizes. So I will just put these down, get it up, fairly close to the edge, and trace around it with my smelly licorice marker that I love. Oops, didn't get that edge. I can't see it from here. Okay, I think I got it. As you can see, these don't have to be perfect, but you just get the edge as close as you can. That one I might have to pull back a little bit. And you can hear the edge. Okay, So then I'll cut those out, and they'll be, two-sided. So it'll be nice and thick, and you can paint on them, use puff paint, you can use acrylic paint, you could use markers, whatever your soul desires. So I love these Mr. Sketch. They're my favorite. They're my go-to. Okay, I'm going to set this aside, and I'm just going to set this one up here so you can see the finished. Okay, this one we'll go ahead and make. So what I'd like to do is kind of leave an edge outside of the marker. So I'm just cutting it around, and I really like rounded edges. So I'm going to curve that edge. So I'm cutting it outside of where the sticker is and just curving it like that. And let's see, I'm going to curve this too, and this one as well. So you could just leave it like this if you want, and put a piece of magnet on the back, or you can paint the back or use a marker on it. These acrylic markers are great too. You can just paint it with an acrylic marker or acrylic and put a pin back on it or a magnet. But for now, what I'm going to do is put some puff paint. And any puff paint will do. I'm not going to use red. I think I want to use blue. I'm not sure if this is the running one or not, so we'll see. So then I just start at one end, and you can do a squiggly line. Or if you don't like that, you can kind of smooth it out with the tip. Kind of scooch it around there. I don't think I'm going to do the top. I think I'm just going to do this. The edges, the sides. Okay. Yeah. Then again, I don't know. That bottom could use some color. Maybe I'm going to use the red. I think I'll use red on the bottom. The sky's the limit. You can do anything. Puff paint is awesome. I love how it adds an extra dimension to your artwork. I use puff paint on my shoes. I make bandanas. I just love puff paint. Okay. Now I'm going to set that one aside and let it dry. And of course, don't want to touch the edges. So I'll just turn it around here so you can see the finished product. What do you think? Let me know what you think, and I hope you have fun making your new magnets and pins out of recycled cardboard. Let me know what you make with this idea or what you think. Thank you for watching. Take care.